Chaos sold separately. Yes, the skull still works in mysterious ways, not excluding explosions, but the skull doesn't detonate quickly. When there's excess jelly gelling around inside the skull, from visions of marshmallow worlds with talking cookies and peppermint trees that browbeat our decisions, for our craniums and pour hot cocoa on the control panels at the nucleus of everything. Crammed inside the skull, as if it were a used car with an outpouring of aftermarket parts that still make the human vehicle move, but in a Seussian way, where the multi-towered caking of delicious baking, frosted and shimmering ripe for the partaking, could make a sharp corner and end up the crispy, crunchy center of nothing at all. Carved out with a little candle and a lid, and smashed on the doorstep of civilization. God, the board game, comes with the shoe, foot, motor skills, and the threads of existence. A multitude of skull game pieces also included. Chaos sold separately. The make-believe machine. The blog, a wooden clog, clacking down a long, empty hall. 1 foot at a time attached to humans, attached to machines with fingers. Walking the clogs down that hall remotely, looking for other humans, plugged into the infrastructure of the make-believe machine that responds to our delights and makes us feel like we've reached the end of the hall. Flinging the doors open to the outside world, we retreat back inside to the vain and simple. It's our center stage and our inspirational pool to dive into. It's our center stage, our inspirational pool, the vain and simple. Wooden clog clocking down a long, empty blog hall, 1 foot at a time. Attached to humans, attached to machines with fingers, walking clogs down hall, remotely looking for other humans plugged into infrastructure, machine, makes us feel we've reached the hall's end, flinging doors open to the outside world, retreating back inside to vain and simple desire, hearing words bounce back, vocals silenced by the frozen breath of morning, on the battlefield of words firing familiar verse, causing casualties, broken hearts, shattered minds, visuals, the pacifists of expression, ease the mind and mend, feed the eyes a feast of love. Through the poetry of life, the beauty left in the dance of moving things, even in the solitary lament of creation and the lost, there's more hope in what we see than what we hear. More pain is certain in live words resounding loud, detonating ears. This last one. Sorcerers. As sparkler flares of wisdom drape the early nightscape, stardust-induced visions occur. No interruptions are exempt from disrupting the spells of this being, whom, if on a whim, were to become bitterly consumed in comparing this world to another, would cultivate evil growing under his skin. Getting beneath a sorcerer's skin is a dreadful idea. So even if the solar bulb, in its innocent light-shedding properties, were to merely exude the bright promise of day, when the sorcerer's meticulous purpose required otherwise, mark my words as fire marks flammable patterns and aftermaths. Spared no eternal soul. The torment of his wrath I warn, bystanders, unwelcome. Inherent collateral damage from shadowy contemplation. Prompted by unpleasant thoughts. Costly to humanity. It's not difficult to resurrect memories of the shallow grave of his beloved, buried beneath a blanket of indigenous flowers on a deserted planet. The sorcerer's ancient mystical arts aid in his ability to withstand alluring destruction, brought on by beckoning fault lines accumulating behind his brow, perched above a stern eye. He oversees the stratovolcanic wonder peak, filled with the most desolate, undisturbed beauty on earth. Within this mountainous lava lair, craters and catacombs exist. Streams of precious minerals flow, tapped by the sorcerer to eradicate the curse infecting his psychic power with occasional madness. Much less to grapple with than the spell's usual effect upon a less seasoned veteran of magic. More commonly, magma melts the core of the mine, pouring inside membrane crevices until viscous corrosion deteriorates the inner sanctum. An outpouring of power. Compliments of the Persian sorceress Savalana. Born from the mountains the sorcerer reflects upon, remembering how his forced hand was left with no other choice except to obliterate her, expelling her lethal soul into multiple layers of demonic dimensions. Savalana's exquisite life world vessel, transmuted to dust, mixed with soil on a hostile land beyond, betwixt between solar systems, shielding our reality from further mayhem. Securing the sorcerer's survival in the realms of darkness. Yet it's impossible to escape a universe gone mad, while the natural world creaks wearily of disenchantment. And necromantic doom enshrouds the scope of the cosmos. A band of mystics gather in a sanctuary, hidden in a volcanic tomb deep underground, determining the fate of worlds, establishing boundaries from decay. Electromagnetic fields connect between palms, turning a ceiling of clouds into icy chaos, travailing a winged and mighty monstrosity, a serpent-blooded, crystallized manifestation descending from the frozen stratosphere. The immense creature plucks a tree from snowy soil, revealing its roots, tearing it away to another world, mangled bark crumbling through air, inside claws of considerable magnitude, soon vanishing into a veil of mist. The sorcerer climbs down into the earth, follows a thick-root organic staircase, lined with odd, poisonous arthropods, thrashing frustratingly at his immunity. Burrowing into hollow ground, he scans through girth and drudge and dearth for an unknown destination to discover the core chamber of ancestral spirits. A sacred dwelling of strength, only found within one's own test of knowledge. Here he intends to unlock the art of prodigious powers and emerge to affect the cosmic course of existence.